Alright, the Inquisitors! I just woke up again, so there will be some pauses, abrupt pauses, stuff like that again. But, every time I tried to move the window, it said those are just the window. So now the entire thing's off. There's something going on in the village. Yeah, I hear it too. I'm hearing people shouting and hollering. When we returned to the village, ship repair completed, we were welcomed by a rather hostile standoff. A quick count told me there were approximately 20 people assembled at the village square. Considering its population, that was pretty much the whole village. Who's that over there? Inquisitor. I think we've been found. Hey, it's actually Irene left! Wait, when is this taking place? I thought Irene left the Inquisition. Okay. Is this before Drowned Pharaoh then? Maybe? Inquisitor, dressed in a well-kept uniform, was about the same height as Dawn looks out. The sword and lamp hanging from her waist sits in stark contrast with the more rundown Rosacco village. Wait, so you're telling me I could have not read Stofera Navis for playing the event, just the Undertides, which I already completed, but back when I originally ran, or rerun, or I don't know which one I completed it in. But you're telling me I didn't have to go through the whole Stofera Navis, being confused about which stage is next, and having to go through the story thing. Instead, it's before that, is Irene's still here. She almost looked like a fixer from the city. So, the Inquisition has discovered our village. Did you really think you could forever stay out of the Inquisition's days, citizen? That is a naive dream. Fabus. Is that his name? Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. Fabus! It's appeared from the Inquisition mid-interrogation under charge of suspicion of membership within the Church of the Deep. Last known location, Salt Flat. The other Inquisitions have informed me that you've been identified next to pirates in its fringes. From a criminal to an outlaw, what a dramatic evolution of your career. But it ends here, now. Every citizen here, including you, will be accompanying me to the Inquisition. They have never broken a single law, nor are they outlaws of any kind. They are not like me. They've disregarded the Inquisition's authority, invaded the days of Iberia, and found a sodden toast to work in. Tell me I'm not supposed to find that suspicious. What are you talking about? You can't just start arresting people left and right with a tenuous suspicion like that. You shouldn't. I only wish to live a quiet life now. Is that so? Then you might find yourself returning to this village one day, as long as you're telling the truth. Which is not an option for you, Fabius. Mayors, was Chief really a pirate? Well, yeah, but as far as I know, he's been out of the game for a while. And even when he ran with the pirates, all he ever did was share fine beast jerky to villagers. Or carry Aegirians between them. Even if you're telling the truth, Myers, I doubt the Inquisition will be lenient. Well, what now? I have but one question to ask. That Inquisitor, is she following the proper legal procedures? I don't know much about the law of Iberia, but Dr. Towsett told us that the words of Inquisitors were pretty much the law here. It is likely that she is following the proper legal procedures. The procedures are precisely what the villagers have fled from, after all. Then it is decided. Otis quietly dragged me to the side and whispered outside Mayor's earshot. The sinners who are right next to me seem to have picked it up, though. Executive Manager, we best immediately return to the ship, take command of it, and sail out on our own. It is unwise to involve ourselves in this conflict. What? Are you seriously suggesting that we just let them arrest the villagers? Didn't you hear what the Inquisitor said? It seems quite cut and dry to me. This is just standard procedure, with no local laws broken. We are in no place to involve ourselves. Our best hope is to take the ship before they impound that, too. We can't do that, even if it's standard procedure. Even if they are working within the law. It's not... You stayed up to hear Mayor's story, too, didn't you? You know, the Antwerp Inquisitors were working within the law, too, when they came for the village. That was standard procedure, too. If anyone had stepped in then. I know what you went through, but I'd still rather not take a risk in an unfamiliar environment like this. I try my best to figure out how to sail that ship. If I cannot, then I have faith in Ishmael to trickly words and trolls. I can't say you're wrong, but I don't know. Neither you nor I have know anything about the ocean turns here, Otis. We can get the ship going, but I can't guarantee that we'll reach the dimensional door without any trouble. You know anything about the sea turns in this region? Not much, but I know the Coastal Sea somewhat. And you can't fight the Inquisitor's directory here in Iberia. Fleeing with the ship might be the better option. What shall we do, Dante? Yeah, it's just kind of awkward for us just to take the ship in tow, huh? How about we try to talk to the Inquisitor then? I think we should at least try to hear them out first, them being the Inquisitor and the Chief both. If the discussion goes well, we might even be able to get the Inquisition's support. Like Mr. Honglu said, we should hear them out first, then try to convince them. Yeah, I don't think that works. The Inquisitors usually just still out there. They had scriptures too, didn't they? I agree with them both. First, we'll see what the Inquisitor has to say. R! Rabbit's right, she says. Are you certain that translation was accurate, Sinclair? Right? There's no way Hiroshi would choose anything other than violence, right? Psst, idiots. The other options are pointless. Inquisitor has seen us. We are already under suspicion. She will doubtlessly try to stop us if we flee now. So talk first, or her guard, then attack. Pretty sure that's not what Enmea meant. Well, if she's already onto us, then we shouldn't give her any excuse to attack us by running away. Wait, now let's realize, this has to happen after stuff at Navis, because before, Irene was always under Dario, who died during the, defending the, lamp house. So this is the same outfit she wore during the stuff at Navis event. But then after at the end she said she was leaving the Inquisition. How was she back in the Inquisition? So she went back and forth. Oh no, I'll say a bit longer, you know. Yeah, Inquisition, yay! How did I just realize that now? I was wondering what you are doing here, working in the background. A truck-shaped head? Are you from the Colombian Union? They're wearing a truck for a head due to reasons, but they have nothing to do with the Colombian Union. What's the Colombian Union? Tick-tock! What language are they speaking? Regardless of whether you are from Colombia or not, you are truly not from Iberia, let alone this village. You're not wrong, but I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. I'm quite certain you don't know enough about these villages to stand between them and an Inquisitor. How long have you been staying here? 2 days? Buddy, don't just tell her that. 2 days? Alright, enough of this chicanery. Get out of my way, outsider. The attempt appears to have been made on quite the unstable ground. Please lend us your ear for a minute, Inquisitor. I am Amaya, leader of Rhodes Island. Yes, I'm aware of Iberia's closed border situation. I felt no hope sawing on me as Amaya began with confidence, unlike Sinclair. At last, it was short-lived. Thanks to Inquisitor's strict retort, I couldn't help but place my palm against my forehead at the exchange that followed. Oh, so not only are we dealing with outsiders of dubious origin, we have illegal entry as well. Well, we had to, because the issue demands urgency, and... I've been briefed. Brazenly crossed the border, didn't ya? I don't know how urgent that issue could be, but I doubt it's anything more significant than the situation at hand for Iberia and its Inquisition. The High Inquisitor is handling the Rhodes Island issue. Stay put and await the consequence while he and the chatty med doctor of yours talk it out. Do you know that your treatment may depend on her negotiation? Okay, so this is right after Undertides then. You know, I feel like before the collab started, they should have probably said when this was taking place. This is still when Dario was talking with Taucit to get the exchange going for the agreement to actually go after the like the ship, like the Grand Faro plan to okay, Abyssal Hunters and then the Inquisitors will go take the White House and find the ship, and then that's when the whole stuff at a Navis story happens. So they should have mentioned this before, that it takes place right after Undertides. During the negotiations with Taucit and Dario, and probably Tarman that's thrown in there too, instead of the tradings of Taucit. As for the village chief, I understand that you have the right to arrest him, as he is a fugitive who has fled in the middle of an interrogation and has been sailing with the pirates. However, it is an inhumane treatment to arrest the rest of the villagers as well. Inhumane! This decision is well within the rights bestowed upon the Inquisition. They have lived for years right next to that highly suspicious Ager. The Inquisition must investigate the rest of them as well to verify whether they have committed any acts of treason against our laws. Also, why'd they choose Irene to be the Inquisitor that shows up? They just made one up out on the place. Why'd they choose, like, the one specifically from Undertides? Well, it's also here from Undertides. It's like they're trying to say, oh yeah, remember Undertides? Yeah, Gladia's Dawn, I guess. This isn't going anywhere, is it? Listen! They've been surviving for years upon years by the hills without protection of the Inquisition, and that simply cannot make sense. Oi, I think I've heard enough from you. Ain't it funny how you are blaming them for what is essentially a failure of your responsibilities? And now you're rolling up in here only to know they shouldn't be alive? I'm arresting them all? What are you saying? These people should all be dead or something? I am. There's no other way to tell it. People simply shouldn't have been able to survive in a place like this. Not for this long. Inquisitor's reply only seemed to fan Heathcliff's wrath as he lifted his bat and began striding forward. Ah, that's it. Lass, if you ever so much as touch the tip of a single villager's hair... Please calm yourself, Heathcliff. But Honglu stepped in between them. Get your bloody hands off me! I've had enough of her! Continuing to threaten her will cause something irrevocably bad to happen. I believe you know that yourself, Heathcliff. What do you suggest then? We are truly not making any progress by trying to talk this out. Excuse me, Miss Inquisitor. What do you mean people shouldn't be able to survive in a place like this? I mean it literally. Even by some miracle that they actually do survive, they should at least be able to be suffering from endless hunger, struggling to their wits' end at the inevitability of the calamity. But they look too healthy. The heck? Then shouldn't you be applauding them for managing to survive through so much hardship? I'm an Inquisitor. I'm not some crazy person or on a power high who goes around toasting and arresting civilians of barriers straight to the gallows, okay? I have more than enough probable causes to take them in for interrogation. It's just that I don't have the time or the energy to explain every single one of them to you, outsider. I promise them a fair judgment, whichever may that be, after proper investigation. So stop it with the obstruction of justice. Inquisitor brandished her rapier threateningly, her voice shaking with frustration. Dante, without the full picture of the circumstances, Boss advises against further antagonization of a local political authority. I agree with Foss. I get the feeling that she isn't the kind of heartless inquisitor that goes around innocently executing innocents like Miss Mayers told us about earlier. I don't think she's anything like the inquisitors of Antwerp we saw back at Troyes. Was Troyes the actual name of Sinclair's village? I don't remember the name. They were right. We have the full picture of the circumstances. Getting in the way of an Inquisitor who is truly a rather significant political entity in the area was mostly a bad idea. Isn't it the Inquisition's job to answer your questions? Continue to obstruct me, then. As the standoff was showing no signs of ending. Miss Mayers? I can answer your questions. So for now, let's do as Inquisitor says. Miss Mayers, who had been hiding behind us ever since we returned to the village, suddenly stepped forward. You're the one of thy grandfather and the villagers. It's alright. I'm sure this is happening only because the Inquisitor doesn't know. What do you mean, you'll answer the questions? About the profound silence. Mayer's response to Otis was but a single concept. I didn't try to grasp its significance, but it seemed to surprise the Inquisitor. That was what they called the calamity that destroyed Iberia. More war dump! Oh. Okay. Another fight with unknown enemies. So I brought base sinners for it. You! Decades ago, a great wave ravaged through Iberia. Wasn't wrong before the Seaborns, carried by the waves, diminished Iberia's brilliant civilization to this. The waves, the silence, and it must have reduced the village to its current state as well. Is there any reason it's called the Profound Silence? It doesn't seem to be the most appropriate moniker for a calamity like that. Yeah, they mentioned during Silver Navis is like the complete silence of the sea was like similar to it. Because the sea went dead silent before the waves came. The silence then claimed ships out at sea, the seas of Iberia, then the Iberians. No one could say a word in face of the ineffable calamity. What are you? No average Iberian citizen should be privy to any of the information you are sharing. The Church of the Deep is really capitalizing on the pandemonium that followed the profound silence. They pretended to be Aegir from the sea, the rooted sinisterity of Iberia, and are sowing chaos in her lands. So that's why they're arresting the Aegir left and right. I can see the thought process, but so it's understandable why the Inquisitor would want to arrest us. Dante, this isn't good. Sharing that seems to have been some kind of a taboo-like thing for the Inquisition. The Inquisitor wordlessly stared at Mayers. Her eyes were filled with traces of anger and confusion, but he's afraid. There was a fear in the face of a threat. Not the fear of the terrified. No, it's the fear of someone who suddenly confronted with something they must destroy. The High Inquisitor once told me, should I come across an Aegir who knows too much, there is a silver of a chance they may be of assistance to Iberia. Jeez, thou art threatening the innocent with thy branding of the firearm. But most are seduced by the allure of the sea. Thus they are, with little doubt, our foes. I've got a bad feeling about this. Get out of my way, outsider. Final warning. Run! Look on the uptick as always. Rhodia swung Mayers over his shoulder and ran past the villagers. While the sinners scattered in all directions to distract the Inquisitor, draws her firearm. In the midst of all that action, Dawntrix rushed toward the Inquisitor without a moment's hesitation. Dawntrix, thou shalt not do no further! A fixer of justice! Shalt abide as thou prosecute them! Forsooth, 'tis the battle delayed, not avoided! This clash is inevitable! That moment of crisis, slings before this could heroically make us a new enemy. Monster! And Towsett just jumps in. This thing Dario's here as well. Then a large upsetting transformation in the shape of a monster bursts forth between the two of them. Yeah, who is it this time? That's enough meaningless bickering. Dr. Towsett? Do you know her? Yes, she's Dr. Towsett. What's Iron Medical Department? Dr. Towsett, behind you! Shoot first, talk later, is it? The negotiations are over from this moment onward. Rose Island is now operating within legal capacity on Iberian territory under the Inquisition's authorization. Inquisitor fired a blast of that firearm-looking weapon, but the monster summoned by Towsett managed to deflect it. And the cannonball thrown from the weapon punched clean through the wall of the building we stayed the night in before punching through several other buildings behind it. That was enough to instantly freeze the sinners and the villagers on the spot. That penetrated a building. Though the walls may be weaker than the head standard for what counts as a building's exterior wall, to punch through so many is... what a precise point it makes. Now's not the time to stand around, impressed. It is a violation of a taboo to have that much penetrative power in a firearm. We are not in the city. Don't lose your heads over this. Taboos don't apply here. My head knows that to be true, yet my heart finds it difficult to be still. That's enough of that discussion for now. It is advisable that we carefully observe and grasp the situation at hand instead of deliberating on a taboo that the jurisdiction of which does not reach this far. Yeah, so Lucia's on slightly better, right? She's Amaya's friend, and she's our ally, because she's got some powerful looking prosthetic deer looking thing too? Is that what you think? I apologize for the disappointment, but I am not on anyone's side. In other words, your particular denomination ally might not be entirely correct. However, if I must define my allegiance, then let me inform you that the closest label would be that I am the Inquisitor Irene's ally. Dr. Towsett? Amaya, outsiders? As much as you would like to deny it, Inquisitor's suspicions are true. While it can be said that the process by which she reached that conclusion was unfair, the conclusion itself is without a doubt correct. So they are actually connected to the Church of the Deep? That is one way to put it. To be more precise, they aren't connected to the Church of the Deep. They are the Church of the Deep. Perhaps the village itself is a depopulated church of their congregation. Our village? A church? Let's look at our buildings. Where do we even congregate? Your thoughts, boss? There are not many resources by which we may analyze the decision. However, the fact that Aeneas Talix has made the same argument as the Inquisitor brings the accused defense into question. Yet I can hardly believe that young Mayers is lying to us. Hold on. You've been chatting plenty with that Inquisition or whatever. How do we know you weren't aligned with them the whole time? I see. You really are all entirely in the dark. An expected outcome, given all of you may be from a place far beyond the dimensional door. As fortune should have it, there is no need for you to know it anyway. Truth is truth unchanging, without the acceptance from an errant group of outsiders. Besides, soon... I'm sorry. Seems we've mirrored you in this trouble. Say no such thing. We shall not abide by as one such injustice is perpetrated before our eyes. The village has already been identified by the Inquisition, and the Inquisition has even brought an ally. It seems quite unlikely that words shall resolve this conflict. Oh, we promise you, we will take responsibility for what is done. We have benefited far too much from your warmth and kindness not to do so. The village chief, with a benevolent look, pulls a dagger from his cloth, and immediately knew what Towsett was about to say. You don't have to... Why? We are now departing for the sea, yet. As we cannot bring ourselves to leave you here, I must ask you to join us for this journey, become our blood tin. What are you doing? Stop! The unanticipated, or perhaps I was simply denied of this rising dread, and we should not end there. Damn it, Inquisitor was right. The villagers began shanking the sinners, weapons they had concealed in their clothes, and it seems that they were coming for me as well. Amaya, on your left! Amaya materialized a black ribbon-like apparition, parrying away the dagger, flying in my direction. But another villager rushed in, taking advantage of the opening. The charging villager back made a visceral crunchy noise. Someone flung them away? Didn't mean to be this way. Oh man, my throat. I'm assuming Statty already knew from the start. It says, yep, I knew it's Church of the Deep, but what was Statty doing the entire time? I know the situation. This fishy smell was what I went to investigate earlier. What about the sinners? Unlike Emiya and I, who managed to survive the initial ambush, the sinners weren't doing so well. At least we had a silver lining, and that the Inquisitors and Towsett's quick understanding of the situation and the subsequent retaliation led the villagers away from the sinners. How? I didn't notice any hostility or aggression. What an odd thing to say. Why would we hold any animosity against you? Why would we intend to kill you? We are not trying to hurt you. We are simply trying to give you a form better suited for the sea. Until we were obstructed. Apologize for unfamiliarity has caused you trouble, Inquisitor. I won't make a big stink about it, what happened. What's true is that the heretics tried to take advantage of the ignorance of outsiders to free the Inquisition. And even if you are outsiders, any lives lost on Iberian soil are my responsibility. It is my fault. I'm sorry it came to this. Wait, lives lost? We're still alive, you know. We can shake off a stab wound like... This is most unfortunate, outsider. What? Your friends are either going to die or turned into seaborns. The daggers that stabbed them were laced with the flesh of sea terrors. Once that happens, most die and the survivors become overridden by their cells, becoming nothing more than another sea monster. What? That's not a very big deal. Everyone was acting like this was it for sinners, but hey, I should be due to turning fuck. It's not that bad. My only concern was that I didn't know what would happen if I tried to bring them back after they fully transformed into seaborns. The golden bow helped me deal with the whale's palidification effects. I had no idea how it would interact with the seaborn transformations. We should just kill them before they turn. I know it's supposed to be very hard for you, but... What? I'm sorry to bother you with this, but can you kill my friends? And preferably in the least painful way, you know? Oh, sorry, was that the last part kind of too much to ask? Don't give up already! We bring them back to Rhodes Island. We should be able to do something to help them. How should I explain this? Guys, can you? Dante, I know what you mean, but I just can't right now. My surf has repeated since the ambush. Kind of tingly too. We need some type of paretic cocktail? Just trust me this once time and show you that I'm not just giving up on them. But, Amy, can you understand the outsider's speech? Yes, it's just they're making a pretty difficult request. They want me to kill all of their friends before they transform into seaborn. Okay. And before we even knew it, Sadie had already decapitated the sinners, none of whom resisted. and they seem to have been taken aback by how fast Daddy jumped into action. What are you doing? Daddy! Don't let this spook you. This is just how we roll. The clock turns. The decapitated heads streak toward the headless torsos, connecting with the threads of blood. The sensation is that of reversal. It feels as though the sinners and I are severed from the rest of the world, rewinding in isolation. It is rewinding us, going back. Is this rewinding us back in time, or redefining the concept itself? This pain is multifold worse than sensation of a straightforward decapitation. The pain is in the heart. As the turret death reverses, I sense a deep, crushing isolation. The runes are disappearing? Resurrection. Metaphysis or time reversal? What the heck does that mean? Don't bring up weird terms like that, Towset. Metapsychosis. Metempsychosis. This was a transformation of death of the soil of a human being or animal with a new body of the same or different species. Puzzling. I have no knowledge of which to interpret this technology. The toast seems to be that the pain is transferred to one who rewinds. But that seems too small a price for such great power. Though the discussion of whether this can be categorized as power should be explored later. I turned to stop shaking. All of my limbs were trembling from the icy solitude. Still, I took a moment to direct myself and order the sinners. I don't know what they were thinking, but we should be able to find out once we take them down. You dare to seize the commander and try to take their life? Prepare thyself, for thou shalt not pay the price for making a mockery of justice. Yeah, we can't just let this slide, you know? How unfortunate. I had high hopes that all of you would become fine bloodtons. Okay, actual cult members now. What do I take out really easily? They had to like use like the transformed ones in like the stuff with the Navis story. Oh, an actual encounter. Okay. Level 50! They're only level 50. Multiple jabs. The swift total 17. Reactivate resolving ally. Took nervous impairment. Then he panic. No special panic? Fabius. Okay. Primal adaptation. 50 shield. They have 2 attack power up next turn? What? 5 C-Tear simulation. Wait, are they turned to a C-Tear when they die? Call of the Bloodtin. Inflates if you want to confirm to all allies. Lethal injection! No, cell injection. Oh. It saves battlefield. Oh. Oh, that's fine. It's probably so. This one's all using their strong still, so it's probably focus on the other ones. We'll probably start by removing some of them. Yeah, I think the 120 is better for clashing. Okay, so make sure I win this every cell injection. You're talking about single toy and the one single toy. Okay, okay, there we go. Oh, Dragger, no! Yeah, I should probably try to finish off that one next turn if I have enough steel slots. Because he has... Okay, that's going to be a very strong steel, isn't it? Hopeless. Someone's using cell injection? No, alright. Neutral. Struggle. I use Durante on this? Well, I'm not playing that much today, actually, so I just dropped this, it doesn't matter. I drop a monster on him. Okay, no, I can't. Oh, I don't have Trustbound Pass and Drift. Oh man, that sucks. I don't know if that's enough AoE. I suppose it's attack weight. Hopefully it can help kill that one. So I'm gonna not have Frost attack that one. Instead, attack that one too? Alright. Oh, come on, Otis. They're at 45 sanity now. Okay, it is attacking the staggered one. Oh, the res actually helped with that. Alright. 1 coin? 2 coin! Alright, we're good at some sanity now. Right of Liberation. Oh, really? Ebony Stem! Come on! Actually, if I can, I just block that, I feel like. Yeah, if no one did win it and it was at 45 standing, I just block it. Actually, wouldn't Otis have to kill on those two, I think? Maybe I should attack this one. Hopefully. Yeah, there's not much I can do at 45 sanity. I said, yeah, if Otis is able to do that off and staggers that one, then these two should be able to kill that one. It can reduce the amount of allies they have. I don't want to be neutral. Like 2 power up next turn to ally totally with the fastest speed. Yeah, there's a buffer.
행동을 개시합니다.
승리를 위해서라면.
Oh, one of them's still alive. Oh, he's throwing Seaborn tentacles now. No, come on. You have to hit heads. He's at max sanity. Yes, come on. Just hit heads and kill them. Oh, spam. Okay. I'm gonna use some Brewing Glory here. Let me use this tactic then. Stagger them before they attack. Start attacking Hongwu.
라이터는 챙겨온 거야?
Yeah, it can't do a thing, but
무슨 문제라도 있으십니까, 관리자님?
No, no, I need these staggered first. Oh no, that can't flash. Maybe I shouldn't use this then. But I lose the res for this. I think that's gonna need some res. But instead I can kill this one off this turn. Should be easier for later turn.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Dragger! How could you not kill them?
당연한 결과죠.
Rayo, shoot him on! No, Femi's at 45 SP. He's doing more Rite of Liberations, huh? Try to invade it then. No, I can't. Hongu's too slow at us. Still unopposed then? I don't think it will matter much. Yeah, he's gonna keep doing the 50 shield. And he gets 2 attack power up. I should probably just kill all his allies first, I guess.
행동을 개시합니다.
Oh, okay, I didn't notice that. Oh man.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
눈부시지 않다고 두려워하지 마라.
Did nothing. Giving him like buffs, I know. Oh, he has 2 of those active now.
좋아, 간다.
Otis! How could you? I don't have to lose sinners to level 50 Toll of the Deep, remember? Come on. He still has oh, great. Hey, who's he attacking? Is it too early to do Man Stabber? It's only at 30. Who's he attacking with this one? Oh, he's attacking Dregger down. He's gonna get staggered then. Damn, aggro. Yeah, I'm supposed to have 40, right? Oh, okay. It raises 20 for every, like, a 10. So I shouldn't use it yet.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Oh, it's hacking. Gosh. Oh, I did it the wrong order then? Damn. And then was when your head's on the first toy. Okay, 40 man to stabber. Alright. Okay, this fight should have been over long though. It's turn 8. Alright, can use that here. I'm gonna use something healing on. I'm gonna wait one more turn for using it.
행동을 개시합니다.
Oh, that's the one. And there's the bind. Alright. Okay. Rupture and burn.
아득한 여정. 멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아 스스로 답을 구하시길.
Okay. Now can I use it? Can I actually trash with it? Okay, there though. Oh, actually, this says Tremor, doesn't it? What if I use the Tavonus Wailing on it? Nah, that'd be a bit of a waste, I feel like. $32 first. Neutral. I think I can do a different one on that. Dominate, wait. Oh, I think it's just conditionals, isn't it?
행동을 개시합니다.
Ah, no, they hit all heads. Oh. Okay, there we go. Wait, dude. Oh, I think they have a new passive now, so when you hit them with the shield, gain sinking. Okay. I thought I was supposed to reuse the toy name as Flash. This thing's power, base power then?
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은.
Okay, you're missing one of Toyn's Dragger. What the heck was that? Okay, I think this ego sucks.
말했지. 않을 테니.
This is the WAV. I was thinking it has more background effect, or like the passive effects are more what you're using it for. The actual strength of the ego is pretty bad. You need like ego diffs for it if you want to make it good. Is there a turn limit to this? Or like for the EX rewards? If I also drop Everlasting here for more damage. I expect him to die this turn. No. Doing a lot of stuff here.
내 팔은 변해 있었어.
61 damage, that's it. Oh, and inflict tremor. Oh, going into Everlasting? Okay. It's always a random with that
여행엔
one.
목적이 있었지.
78? Really? I think Ryoshi might get the kill here.
아름답진 않네.
Oh, they have a special death sprite instead of just being a, like, you know, the bloody pile. Sort of like Jun, where he's just, ugh! Wait, I think they're heading to... He's running himself a dead end. Are they seeing refuge at the sea? Wait, that's where the ship is. That's where they're headed, trying to board the vessel mass. Wait, but we never told them the ship was repaired, so how? Then obviously whole village is in on it. Ain't surprised they'd send someone to spy on us. Or they know a way that the ship floating even in its broken state. Vessel? Mass? Vessel IBERIAN Event. The ship that is moored at the port in that direction. Wait, it can't be. Irene, who was preoccupied with battling the rest of the followers of the Church of Deep, were behind trickery chase. But Fabius and the villagers were already aboard the ship. Wait, Fabius Fabius was right there. They're departing the harbor with a horde of sea terrors between us and them. How can a vessel of that size become operational this fast? The exterior name was constructed in the during age of Iberia. But how? How are we supposed to chase that? We built a raft and rode towards them. Hey, come on. These full of sea terrors won't get very far for us. I think Sight is from the sea. Somehow they escaped from the Sofeta Navis. That's the name of the ship. It was also the name of the event, wasn't it? You see something, Amy? I keep looking direction. Oh. So I assume Spirit and Miss Anne. The village was empty of nary a sign of people have ever been there, as though the state where they did away has all been premeditated. Leaving only mayors. It's just still there.
관리자님의 99% 명령과 1%의 제 실력이 합쳐진 결과였습니다.
Freeway dream. I'll stop here then. There's actually a fight. Wow. There's just some more war dump about Arknights that you probably already know. I mean, they did like a long time between the announcement and the TWAB event, so I think you're supposed to play Arknights during that to know. But it should have explained where it exactly took place in. It was like, okay, it's right after Undertale, it's before Sofeta Navis. It's like, okay, you didn't want to explain that when you announced the event. So when people went to play Arknights for the event, okay, what am I supposed to read? Of course, once they revealed it was like, oh, Sea Terrors, it's like, oh, I went and read all it's Sofeta Navis, but I finished Sofeta Navis. Okay, I still hated that. The first stage where like the main antagonist sea creature spawns in actually lost once, because I wasn't expecting it to pop out of nowhere. Kill the ones I have deployed, while everyone else on Turon has I have to redeploy the melee units to there. So I had to do it again with range units to cut it down from a distance. The thing I had that other W though. That really does help with the range damage. Well, I'll leave this here. I've been Wadium. Bye.